Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sri Lanka series here on the Lord Master channel. As this long running, well, it's not the longest running Crusader Kings 3 series I've done, but it feels a little bit long in terms of slight repetitiveness, but nevertheless that we made Sri Lanka into the most developed country out there, except for the southernmost parts. But it just shows you that it is entirely possible that of all the things that they added in the rice flavor packs, it is here in Sri Lanka is where you can turn your country to the most developed island nation there is. All because of modifiers, building all these buildings that would help the development a bit, and all that good stuff. But we need money. And I figured that it's about time we go on a grand tour for taxation, of course. You don't have to do all these things. Jiminy Christmas, all of that? I mean, look, I just need to have a look at it. To get it down to the lowest amount while you get the Silk Road merchants. And hire some mercenary guards, because there's some dangerous parts of the country that you don't want to be in. So that's good to know the final cost, but we'll get back to that in a moment. Because the first thing we ought to do is reinforce relations with Silk Road communities again. As much as I'd like to keep my intrigue up, and knowing that we're going to be traveling, I mean, as much as I would like to make it Himalayan again, but let's do Southeast Asian this time. Every little bit helps with the travel speed and safety. Which again, this increases amounts and chances of receiving gifts, so carried amount has improved speed and reduced danger in sea terrain at least. Or health, fertility, dealing with stress. Unlocks the higher Southeast Asian shipbuilders. Remember that for future reference when we go on a pilgrimage. So now we're taking to decide to reinforce relations with Southeast Asian communities tomorrow. The lands and seas of Southeast Asia are home to a number of kingdoms and cities that are well integrated into the maritime Silk Road. Involving ourselves in those networks could prove lucrative. Their ability as sailors and merchants is to be admired. If you were to do that right now, no advantage penalty from disembarking, less reduced the danger out at sea, and doesn't cost much to embark. Screw it, spend on that too. The people who dwell on the coasts, islands, and rivers of Southeast Asia play an important role in the maritime trade routes that connect the Indian Ocean with China. For centuries, they have honed their skills as travelers of the seas. Through my connections to the local Southeast Asian community, I brought on some sailors, shipbuilders, and sea merchants to assist me with my navy, to protect my shores, to encourage sea trade, and to advise me, my people, how to best travel along the seas. Their maritime expertise will come in handy. Now let's go on that grand tour, shall we? Give me your dinner since you got a bit of lowered opinion of that. But I do recall that some of the areas you have issues regarding control, county control. There's something going on down south. We'll fix it over time. 71, 66. Anuradaputa will be fine. And Vani will be fine too. Okay, disregard the dinner for down there. So dinner with Mahasana. Control. You'll be fine. Dinner. And Favani. Why the heck not? Cultural festival. It's been a while since we got the town mill. Cultural acceptance. Up a bit. Because of my temptation focus still on, so it would be fun to have lechery again. Of course, get the mercenary guards and the Silk Road merchants. High chance of danger. Not afraid. Just bring my physician, my bodyguard, my other bodyguard, the acclaimed knights, a caravan master, and of course, my father. Tambapanni of Ramnad. I'm going through the... Stay alive, old lady. Need you to make our fortune here. I suppose we must, because I'm gout-ridden, as a reminder, but my health is still good. You know the drill. Let's have some dinner and have some fun. Hopefully. And each time I visit on these grand tours, development is always improved. That's another reason of why Sri Lanka or Tambapanni is so well developed. Because I keep visiting all these vassals, and this would help increase their development bit by bit. Oh, Father. You sure you have lovers? Because it seems you miss your wife, mother, very much. It is morning, and I emerge reluctantly to the waking world as the morning sun pierces my vision. I see a servant shuffling awkwardly around the room. Unsteadily sets my breakfast down beside me. I ask what troubles him. Even with such mild provocation, begins to vomit words forth. Oh, my wise kind Maheshi, these walls talk. Oh, what terrible things to say. I know so much, too much, I think, some days. I would never forgive if I told you, but I just can't keep these secrets in my head anymore. You must tell me at once. 100% chance I'd learn of Giselle's love's secret. I emerged from my slumber after another peaceful night staying in Baru Mahasena. As I regain my conscience, I feel something heavy beside me that wasn't there before. I feel a familiar touch of a woman gliding her finger coincident across my breast. The gift certainly unexpected. Such a pleasant thing to wake up to. Lay with Kitaka Jayasinghe. Fine by me. What a wonderful way to wake up to. I mean, I already got a lover, but decided to tumble with this woman, which thankfully has the same orientation as I do. And pretty too. Even though she's a bit callous. And chaste. Just one night, right? I guess this man understands what I like. Tribute time. Thank you. Word has reached me that a new leader has risen up among the barbarian tribes of the distant steppes. This Injid Kagad Tibujin has declared himself the ruler of the universe, Genghis Khan, and has sworn to conquer the entire world. He is not the first to make that threat, but the story goes that the Egalitarian rides at the head of the horde of invincible horsemen that cannot be killed. I doubt he'll get very far. So any county that is occupied by the Mongols will lose a large portion of its development. He is way over there, and he's declared war for Mongol invasion of Mongolia, so it has begun there. He is the greatest of Khans, as you could see the fame trait, especially with such high natural dread as it'll go up. Who knows, there might be a chance that someone will bring him down, if not at all. Who knows? But look at him. Exalted warlord, hunter, flexible leader, open terrain expert, athletic. He's ambitious, diligent, callous. Well, let's just hope he doesn't get down to our neck of the woods. Let's tour the grounds. I'm here to improve your realm. Because in order to be a powerful economy in the island nation, you've got to have control over your people, so that way they pay more taxes to you, and in turn, taxes to me. I find myself curious to see how the low lives of Rohana live, so I pay a visit to an establishment where the locals seem to be growing quite rowdy. One man stands top of the table, commanding the attention of everyone in earshot. What do we need a Paslado for anyway? That Polly is the most loathsome fool I've ever seen. He expects our undying loyalty. The entire ability erupts to thumping the floors. Clearly my Paslado is not popular in his own home. Do not speak ill of Paslado, have at you. 99% of control all the way up to the max. Of course, win that fight. Time for tribute. Now we're going into more dangerous territory. Journeying through Goldawaya, I passed by a particular looking tent displayed over its yet more peculiar looking occupant inside. Kameno Mario Heshi. I can tell you how many miles to go, but I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage. Am I willing to pay for a reading? Tell me my future, wise one. Trial bodes well. As we trek through Goldawaya, our caravan stopped at a clearing bordered by leafy bushes. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Veratakara and Gontrode having a irate room. Will you cease your prattle on about your lustful enterprises, you queen? Is that how you say that? I'll hear no more of it. Come off it, Veratakara. I refuse to be ashamed of needs, replies. Lustful enterprises. 99% that will convince themselves their differences. The two can make amends. A pleasant stroll through the Matara jungle makes me really appreciate the landscape around us. The luminous green, saturated as a duchess dress made of the finest fabric. The rays of sun filter through the cavity of liquid ictal. A vibrant smell, perhaps campfire. I turn around to see the entourage observe the caravan master. Chodagaga's livid face. Fire! He screams, pointing at not so displeased where Chodaga has been trapped. I'll go save my father myself. 45% chance that he's rescued, 54 he gets wounded, 0% chance that he dies. Wounded. Rescued him. I saved my father. I mean, he's infirm. Alright, get this, Senna. Muddy roads. Crud. We'll get a delay once we leave. The Gama of Rayagama seems like a truly open and accessible place, but a bloated Basilado is its ruin. Everywhere I look, I see signs which all point to one thing: undeclared taxable amenities. The livestock count seems higher than reported. The Basilado seems almost luxurious enough for a Mahesh. Pada Karamabahu suggests that I should tax this excess, since Basilado Ketasena of my Rama has not been clearly paying his dues. I'll write them off for now. The martial prowess of Vasala is well known within Vasalado Ketasana's court. If you want to discuss plans of attack, best approach towards sharpening your weapons of wit. You'll go to him. It is a skill highly sought after and something that intrigues me. I simply must have him at my court. Oh yes, strategist and a holy warrior. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, would he? Vasalado Ketasana. Trust me, George. My liege, I've been contemplating the matter, has come to conclusion I cannot agree to this request. This was too far valuable for me in my court. His gaze starts wandering around the rock. Sorry about this. Why trade for something that I could take? Once taken, twice mine. I simply want him because he's young and I think he'll be useful to me as a commander. Sorry about this. Hope I didn't make you mad. I mean, I vowed no more tyranny, and this is just this one time, okay? All because I want that man in my service. Time for treatment. Thank you. As I continue to tour the grounds of Gama of Rayagama, my host decides to take it upon himself to show off his hunting prowess. With everyone's attention fixed on him, Basalado Ketasena of Mayorama fails to even graze his target, much to the amusement of my procession. While everyone laughs, I see an opportunity to outdo my host, show everyone how the hedge fires an arrow. I'm the better hunter. 100% chance of success. Not yet. Time for dinner. This is a first. The old modifier of the decline of Anuradhapura has expired 4 years ago. So Anuradhapura is back to normal. But Vijayarajapura is still its capital. Truly, the meal this evening has been a delight. I feast all manner of foods, savory and sweet. But nothing has quite narrowed my appetite like these fine pomegranate cakes. No matter how many I eat, no matter how much I savor the taste, it simply is enough to get them out of my mind. I find myself becoming lost in each bite. The flavor bursts into my mouth, bringing me just one step closer to experiencing nirvana. Though my stomach is packed tight on my clothing strain, I feel compelled to reach more. 0% chance of death, so could be full desserts or stomach ache. Not too good not to. Satisfying. Time for tribute. Cultural festival. Oh, wait a minute. This area's not Tamil, it's Sinhalese. I remember. Yeah, Tamil culture's retreated up there. I mean, they're never retreated. They've always been there. It's just they become a large minority now. Same for here. Also a large Tamil minority in Anuradhapura. Keep that well in mind. So let's start. A lament for Mahesh. What woman does not hope to rest when tired? No matter her wealth and treasure acquired, and when the final hour nears, their name lives on and on the lips of tears. So I can see it's truly heartfelt. $823. 77 more until 900. My golly, if this keeps up, what if we get it in this episode and this is the finale we've been waiting for? Or it could be the next episode. I mean, we're so close to 900. And I know I have a few vassals that are Mahavihara patrons like myself, which would definitely help us get to 900 faster. No events happened. Time for tribute. Okay, there's one. Look at that. I hear as I walk down the streets of Vani, my courtier, Devi, is pointing at what seems to be known as Vice Rana's Smith's Guild. A smile quickly appears on her face, blissful. A group of apprentices are kneeled down in front of the workbench. The master supervises the crowd from the lintel of the door, arms crossed, chin up. You'll need a bit more strength for that, son. Devi takes a step in the direction, completely mesmerized. I'm willing to spend. These people are worth helping. More development progress for you, as you so well deserve. It's not gonna be till 3 years we get this next part. Which, of course, there is time for that. Plenty of time, in fact. I do want to go on a big old pilgrimage. Yes. Make it a pious one. As I'm already a religious icon. I've already been to a couple of different places during my time when I was a child before my mother was killed by a tiger. Yeah, it's really sad. Bring everybody with you. And we'll take our time with this. Here's what we're going and what we're going to do. Because I've always been a generous person. Land here. By the time we leave, go this way. And maybe afterwards, we'll go that way. There you go. Yes. Yes. Take a detour. That's our route. And we're bringing everybody with us. Every person that I care. Everyone's gonna be a pilgrim. Let's go. And we'll make our money back. Be a Silk Road merchant. I can feel in my body the subtle ache and slow decay that comes with my illness. In my darkest days, the only thing keeping me alive knowing that Siddhartha has a plan for us. Since lacking his presence, however, it's become clear to me that I must undertake this pilgrimage to Gaia to get closer to the enlightenment. This is also a calming blanket for my soul that when I eventually pass over, I have nothing to fear. Suppose we must be there in 6 months. As I'm an architect, let's do it at a reduced cost. That's good. Hold the fort well. Oh, not again. Let's go make amends now. In a year we'll get primogeniture and I'll switch that law. And after that I should go for... likely Renaissance thought, just to have the maximum existing development penalty, knowing that we just keep on developing. Had this nagging sensation for a while. My pilgrimage turned out to be more hazardous than I anticipated. Or something I haven't endured enough trials to prove myself worthy of the Alliance protection yet. I have, however, spotted a few impressive individuals in the local settlement of Bhubaneswar who would surely improve the safety pilgrimage in a hands-on manner. This man's from... Who's he? He's Ethiopian. Abyssinian. Oh, once he gets better from the illness, he'll be all good. He seems like a fine specimen. Come along with us. I thought he would have had, I don't know, relations with the East Africans. And I thought, does he come from the East African community? Hang on, fails. Brooke! Gotta do this manner. As I am a strong person. Very strong. Then stay away from jungles. Passenger to Visaya of Radha. We take an opportunity to visit the temple of Kailaneswari, the Bengali center of Mahayana authority and worship. Vaishwas Devi, a local minor bhikkhu, or bhikshuni in this case, gives us the tour of the grounds and buildings. She relates the history and points out the artworks produced by the local bhikkhus who are now gathered in midday prayers. I will join in the prayer for Siddhartha. I know a cure. I hope. Yes, I do. Nobody's gonna marry my cousin. Ever, ever. I have arrived in the holiest place in the world for Buddhists. Old Gaya is the place where Siddhartha himself attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. Since then, the elaborate Mahabodhi temple was constructed around the sacred tree, and pilgrims from all over the world flock to here to learn more of the enlightened story and celebrate his life. I've walked the holy path. I am most definitely an experienced pilgrim. It's a wonder how we have this Italian Catholic with us, who is dressed in Christian pilgrimage clothes, but yet is going to visit Buddhist holy sites with us because he's my friend. Senarant, my Raj Purohit, peers out over the sprawling holy site of Gaias who make our way through the crowd. Gaia is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together to worship. Are we not blessed to get to experience such familiarity and companionship? He looks at me expectantly. The feats spirituality can achieve. As I enter the sacred grounds, I find Mahinda staring at the altar with an absent expression. Mahinda, I call him. My lady, says I face. I have something to ask you. I hope you could forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit the way I thought inconceivable. Siddhartha has spoken to me, his voice clear, severe, precise. Keeps going and going and going. The only sound I can hear now is the whole world gone quiet. If I could stay behind, I'd like to devote my life to it. You are one of the people that's been very valuable to me. You're a gifted duelist and an archer. I mean, I would hate to lose you because a monk may not inherit titles or everything, that's just one thing. But a monk cannot take up arms. And since you are a zealous character, I'll say, don't we have temples back home? He'll become celibate instead. He'll understand. He'll still be in my service. He could take up the garbs as a monk, but he will still be the Radha Buddha. He'll just be a devoted layman and a great fighter, but not an ordained monk where he cannot take up arms or serve in the military. Doesn't work like that. Unless you have a certain cultural tradition where clergy characters are allowed to take up arms and serve as knights. There's only so much a woman can pray about looking at the other. Equally important ways to spend time. And Maharaya Hirya Mahindra has a lovely residence that he so kindly allows me to visit. I hear some voice in a couple of one-eyed arms. In doing this, you'll achieve the greatest technique. I peek inside and see Samala Devi explaining her craft to a group of interested courtiers who eagerly follow the teachings. A person is not out to risk the fury of Mahindra. $8.25. Slow increase. As our time this sacred site draws to an end, I feel reassured that while I may not have been the most pious pilgrim out there, I prove my dedication to the enlightened in more ways than one. This being my second pilgrimage, I can help compare to my previous visit to Anuradhapura and all its holiness. I'm also thrilled by the notion of having visited a new holy site. Gaia, it's been an honor. I'm a prolific pilgrim. I never usually get that high before. What's this? All thanks to the cultural dynasty legacies for activities, since we have a habit of doing that. On our way through Bahar Sharif, we appear to have stumbled into a local food market. Everywhere, peasants and nobles of every culture in town climb around exotic food stalls. The air thick with fragrances I never had imagined. My nose is drawn to a lowly stall stacked over a dish I could only dream. I'm pulled over my haze by the halting grass of Chotaganga. Do not waste your palate on this, my lady. Bowls of pakala are for peasants who have much finer fruits in them. Hey, I'm the Maheshi. Now what do I bowl of pakala? This food was amazing. Who do you think you're talking to? The inn we stayed in Mugagiri last night was a surprisingly wonderful place. I don't know what the inn or its staff did right, but something about the inn allowed most of us to sleep through the night so peacefully. This morning there are smiles on the faces of many in my entourage as we prepare to leave. What a wonderful place this was. What that duck? Follow that duck. I dismount and locate the duck in the nearby shrubbery. Starts one off the wilderness, and I follow by foot. Suddenly the duck stops and tilts in my direction, clearly confused why it located a human follower. I smile at the duck, trying to ease the tensions, but the duck suddenly squirms, flaps its wings, and flies away. What a wild duck chase. It says I'll be home in a year's time, roughly. I've seen the world and beheld its many wonders in my travels, but never beheld such beauties as the ones I've seen around Pabala. Truly Bengali women are cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating special taken my eye is a peasant woman by the name of Rani. A pretty little spring blossom. She's far too pleasing to mind to spend her days slaving away on the. She's a bright but spindly, beautiful, lustful. Alright, my new paramour. You get to come with me. Fell in love with her at first sight. I mean, yeah, she may be spindly, but she's got a beautiful physique, you know. I know a cure. I'd like to be a scholar in future. Because that's a virtue. Oh, get well soon. Oh, actually he won't. He's near death. Oh, I'm sorry. Wants to go to Deccan, India. You got it. The afternoon is quickly advancing to nightfall as we enter the local farm estates in Lakshmanavati. The estate owner, Suzaman, greets us warmly and promises to host a lavish feast for us. Once the feast starts, we dine on a veritable menagerie of roast animals, stews, soups, bread, and the like. In the morning, Suzaman approaches me as I enjoy my breakfast. My lady, hosting such extravagant shindig, yes, they can be expensive. Gets a weak hook on me. Well, what do we use that hook for? Oh, no, my cousin. No. Let me compensate you. As I'm always a generous person. Truly, a stroll through Agmahi is a gift from Tathagata. The tranquility of this place is suddenly and abruptly broken by fierce grunts and clattering. Hark! Get out of this metal prison. My squire took offense at my manner, even going so far as to call me heartless, and has abandoned me. Whatever this strange man did could have not been enough to justify being stuck in his armor. I could, of course, have someone help him, but is it truly worth it? Just generous. Well, I'll have to offer him loyal squires for his fealty. Like he's gonna do a damn thing. Just a hanger-on. Make amends, you two. Seems our caravan's become a little lost in these foreign lands. Chotaganga been trailing around Rajagriha for hours. And though he has at least swallowed his pride and asked for directions, he does not appear to be an expert Magdi speaker. Neither do I. Let me try. 71% that we gained 7 days, 29% delayed 7. Got lost. Delayed. Crud. The time has come for me to depart on my adventure, my majesty. My beneficiary, Mawash, bows as well as she can before being weighed down by heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, does anything specific want me to keep an eye peeled in my journey? How about a trinket made from material you cannot find here? One thing I noticed as we passed through Bihari is that every other Bengali is practically laughing at my latest attempts at a logical argument. Oh, philosopher culture. What can I personally learn? So, +2 learning. Every little bit helps. Every morning since we reach uh, Bandughatha, my Rajpuru hits in the rod, leaves his litter, and sadly glides away from my sight. This time I decide to follow his path to find him a lively chat with the local Courtier Antiquity. The ceremony begins, and the light candles illuminates a good while the shadows play against the walls like autumn leaves. Stand around and call him and says, "What are you doing?" My lady, it just occurred to me that there may be more than one truth. There is room for a calm debate here. 100% that I convince him that there is only one truth. Radha Nadu, that's my lover. Oh no, not her. An imposing man is staying on the road ahead of us. Well, I must swear I've not my best at dozens of women in combat. And honestly, all those fights are dull. So here I am, on this road looking for someone better than me. Someone I can learn from. If you get best me in combat, I'll become a valuable and loyal servant. And so on this day, I demand one of you in a fair fight. You fight women, you coward. You might be less valuable after I win. Renaissance thought. Be careful, this is the same jungle area where my mother got killed by a tiger. My lady, a message from your adventure, Malas. The servant's enemy scroll. My search has led me to the plains of Kanchipuram. I know where that is. They are notoriously hyena infested, but I have a good reason to think that my goal is near. Expect my return soon. Signed, Mawash. The scroll reads, "She's surely ambitious to choose such a risky path." I think her knowledge should be enough to keep her safe. She avoids any hyenas. Yes, hyenas do exist in Hindustan. And you probably noticed that I just said Hindustan. It's just another name for India, you know, said by certain cultures. Since leaving home nearly a year ago, I've seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair and lamented the rocks beneath my boots. In my boots. There are so many out there, so many things I've yet to see. Out there on the open road, I feel free of the stuffy durga, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I'll find a peace of mind. Out here, I'm truly free. Home advantage. 3 more to go. Yeah, I'd like to be a seducer and a scholar. That's what I would like to be known for. Into the jungle we go. And, I was about to say, am I officially Silk Road Merchant? Yes, you are officially Silk Road Merchant. Datu Sena is a savvy politician now. %. That journey has been long and tiresome. My feet ache so much that my ancestors must feel it. As I feel about to collapse from exhaustion, as I feel a heavy weight on my neck. Before long, I'm adorned head to toe in traditional Marathi garbs, streets alive with jubilation. Every house had bigots to me to come inside and rest my weary laurels. It will only take a moment to regain my stamina, and I will be welcomed as a guest of honor. Marathi hospitality is legendary. But can I really afford not to see it for myself? I must keep moving. No, I'll brook no delays. We press on forward. Keep us going. We gotta get home soon so we can continue to support the Sangha. I pressed on a bit further and keen on making it to Vijayarajapur according to plan. As we crest the largest hill yet, I think our struggles might finally come to an end when thud, 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 thud. Yes, thud, thud, thud. That was just me hitting my shoe into my desk just to, just to demonstrate the sound. I turned to see the source of the noise, and I guessed as all our mounts started collapsing on the ground. It seems that Chodaganga was right. These poor beasts can only take so much strain. I should have listened when I had the chance. I'm so damn ignorant. Oh gosh. We walk on the way there? That would slow us down. Yeah. If I was a more callous character, I would do that. But I'll say, Chodaganga, go to the nearest town and purchase fresh mounts. Clearly, I was just being a little bit impatient. That was on me. I cannot imagine every single person in my entourage walking on the way back. It's not the first time I catch my radical so much while fiddling around with some flowers as we pick it along the road. I sometimes swear even hear him sighing, overlooking Nilanga's holding. My age, she says, not secret of my heart's found a new home far from home. Plus, my soul aches for Debutantes. But his eyes know when. Her eyes, her hair, long or just so. I'll die for a word, please. Let me stay with them. Well, we do have enough room to welcome both of you. Nagadeepa will reduce the costs for urbanization. Cobalt mining pits. Team of all manner of wildlife. Cosmo and I agree that Masulipatatnam would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. While we don't have time to stay for proper hunting, as we traverse the area, spot a pristine wild rabbit at the edge of the forest. It has peculiar markings on its fur, and I motioned to Cosmo to survey the animal. As he spots the rabbit, he grins. What do you say to a friendly wager, friend? Whoever strikes that pristine fellow with an arrow wins. Sounds like a deal to me. 99% chance that I get this. Rabbit in sight. We both slowly but personally move closer to the rabbit, taking aim for its tiny body as it gnashes a piece of straw. I pull my string and release as the arrow goes straight to the animal's body. The sudden impact launches it a few paces, and then the tiny body slumps on the ground. Motionless, I roar in triumph. Cosmo joins me in my chair. Nice shot, he cries as I dart forward to pick up the trophy. That was fun. I would like to be a Venator. That helps with the health boost. So I gotta hunt more often, even if nothing is there. Nilagiri is a land of strange and obscure customary. The practices of the Shivite faith are strange and unimaginably different from Theravada, and nowhere is more apparent than their attitude towards the practice of magic. Right in the middle of the town, there's a woman chanting incantations and offering blessings as if she were a Bhikkhu, or Bhikshuni. It is strange to me, but the people positively drew me into being in her presence. She's a genius. Wow. But a torturer. Ooh. What I'll say is, it must be made to understand that witchcraft is a sin, as I win the debate here. It's just a bit of mold. Already got the gout. What could get worse than the gout? This is martial related. This will do. 8, 12, so it has decreased somewhat, which could possibly mean of two things. Someone did a, someone purified the Sangha, or someone did a, one of those relic venerations at Tambapanni, yes. The procession is ground to halt the stones throw away from Kalahasti. Look over to see my courtier, Sira Megavana. I dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage was gathered around. He looks up as I approach. My lady, there is an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. My great-grandfather did, and he never returned home. This is nonsense. I'll take over as guide. I'm a competent guide. See? You eat it. Way to go. What a travel that was. So, yeah, I'm already an experienced traveler. Humors are still balanced with all these things. And as I stated before, I would like to go hunting more often. I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I don't know why you're my personal champion in the first place. Maybe I ought to change that in future. Ah yes, relic veneration, but we'll do that when the time to support irrigation tanks that'll come. So I'm saving that for another occasion. Hey, let's go worship the ancestors. Let's do a sacred ceremony. Again, you can do it at any church holding. Just it doesn't matter where you pick. So how about we go all the way down there? Simply for the sake of it. No need for mercenary guards now. Just a large grand offering. Let's do it for the ancestors. Ah. Oh gosh, fire in the jungle. I'll save it myself. Rescue. It's the same damn jungle too. Absurd. Where is that one guest? Cousin. I didn't know he's coming here. If he can make it. He made it. Today I've gathered members of my family to pay respect to our ancestors in a grand ceremony. As we perform the traditional Theravada rites, invocations, ritual offerings, and gestures that typify these ceremonies, we reflect on our forefathers and foremothers, the struggles they went through, as well as the wisdom that they help continue to provide us to this day. Following the ceremony, we gather for a family meal and spend time with each other. We reaffirm in our hearts that the memory of our ancestors cannot be forgotten. We must do our best to honor their legacy with righteous acts. One can only hope that they are watching us from beyond, that they are proud of what the latest generation of the Vijayabal family has accomplished. It's always proper to pay respect to one's ancestors. That'll be 63 renown for it. Wolf struggle. This man deserves my help. I bait the wolf. Here lies Saint Patakara of Marama, blessed daughter of Kanti. As a generous person, just patronize it. Again with this. Come on, get it. The smell of decay hits my nostrils like a pungent punch. The livestock don't look well as I glance around the immediate pastures of Vijayarajapura. The peasants working here drag their feet aimlessly and wander around to look busy. Their clear lack of motivation and morale is rubbing off the entire populace, it would seem, as the development here clearly comes to a standstill. I shudder disbelief as the local leader, Avijay Gutta, approaches me. What a mismanaged hole this is. She's a bhikkhuni. A blind pig could run this place better here. Take up some. Traversing the plains on the outskirts of Vijayarajapur, we were suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandit riders, out for blood. Another set of riders rapidly approached a nearby holding, led by Purapanda Bhuttasamana. I'm very pleasantly surprised at the altruistic demeanor of the local Purapanda, and I praise the daughter that they arrived just in time. He circles back around to Victoria's corner and says, "You should join us for some Sahala hospitality. of a general support. Well, it will be my honor, even though you can always visit my court, which is nearby. Damn! That's twice during this travel. Finally home. For now, just relax. And use your newly earned money to help with this. Get it up to the max. That'll be till next year. Right. We could do that now. Donate to the Malabodi. Give it all. Massive donation. 300 gold. Renown game. You got it. Oh, it's been a while. At age, the adventure Mawash sends word, if somebody exclaims, holding out a letter. For 10 days and 10 nights, me and my party has been hiding. The bandit Lord Tudor has set a blockade on the road and we must travel. What do you advise? Caution? Or should we fight and trusting Allah to keep us safe? San Mawash to find drinks. It's quite predictable. Where are you? You're in Matale. You're in our neck of the woods. And this is Rumin. That is Vavlach. Formed from Romanist, East Slavic, and South Slavic around 600. Vlach migrated. How did he end up over here? Keep playing low. They'll move on eventually. So steal the way in the night. Tamil Theravada peasants moved from Ramnad to Vani, which means that the Tamil aren't in the majority again here. This is the Mongol Empire. They've taken some of this over. Not to be confused with them. Actually, they're both fabled. Now they're going after another part of what is considered Mongol Empire. Yeah, prominence in Mahavihara has been falling. Despite the fact we have a few patrons here. Oh, you did pick that, but you haven't contributed much to it. What happened to the old man? Drank himself to death. He was obese too. And wasn't my valve patron. Time for the gout treatment. They're gonna divvies called out a beggar to bring forth the finest singer in the court, which turned out to be a young child of a bright tenor voice. For several days in a row, the child sang me to sleep. The soothing voice just turned out to be just what I needed. But now the worst of myself seems alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. Excellent work. When you grow up, I hope you become a Mahavihara patron. And as for you, you haven't done anything to contribute to it yet. Because you're deep in debt, okay. Let me help you out with that. get you out of debt. And one more for measure. And do everything in your power to support the Sangha. You've seized monastic land. No wonder why the prominence has been decreasing for us. Because you did this. You were desperate for cash. That's the reason. And now I gave you some. And I hope you'll be happy with it. I gotta be more generous to those vassals who are patronizing with the right monastery like I am. What have you done? Like a sheriff. I'm on my way to the temple one morning when I run into Rani, who was carrying a small bag. Glancing around, she could spread it open, revealing all sorts of food and drink. It's such a beautiful day. Come join me outside for a morning picnic. As I start protesting on my way to the temple, Rani interrupts me. Siddhartha will still be there later. These pomegranate cakes won't. You survived pneumonia. Well, a true sin would be letting this opportunity pass. Mahinda's Grand Tournament. Cousin. Duel, wrestling, archery, board game, recital. Oh, I'll be there. I got nothing better to do. And you're putting him up there in Sri Lankan. Okay, but make it fast. Not bad. Shit. What is that? Andalusian. Diverged from Andalusian. Okay. To the tournament. I don't have any dread anymore, right? I will focus on my prestige for once. $500 gold as we reach 90. Getting that money back. See these creatures now. Go faster. Little gas there. Watch our opponents on their weaknesses. Again, I'm not competing in a duel, but switch to recruit at this moment. Okay. Again, I can only compete in board game and recital. I'll be willing to spectate all of these. I know this. Why would I, Tom? cannot believe that cousin has spent this huge amount of money to do this turret just as big as mine. No. Again, no need to reread all these events because it would take up too much of the video's time. So you know what these are all about, basically. I could do services to someone like you. That trade port over in Vijayarajapura is finished. I've planted my flexible scale armor down on the counter, and because runs a hand over it. It's in rough shape. It's been a while since you've had your armor looked at, hasn't it? He sighs and looks over the unfinished projects with me. I have not got much time. Maybe enough time to polish it, or perhaps oil it for a bit of maintenance. What is it you want done? I prefer to have it oiled and maintained. So this gains a prowess modifier. Let me see my armor. So now it just increased that prowess a bit more. Slight increase. Now none of my Rutherford are competing, but my cousin is going to be in this tournament, I believe. Oh, I forgot. My champion, who is not good. Why do I have that? I'll place a bet. Sanarat of Rohana is the favorite. Perhaps not. Mahinda of Tamilakam. Some champion you are. Gotta get rid of you. And there goes Appa Mahinda, who is the heir of Tamilakam. You resigned the duel? Again, I really don't care about this tournament because none of my Rutherford are competing right now. They got eliminated. Three cheers. Interesting round. And here's our winner here. And that man's name is Tokoji. He's from Nubalavadi. He's a Marathi Kannadiga who's... You boys better watch out for that man. And I fear that I might face him in a board game because he's got some learning behind him. It's a well-deserved win for him. And Kawan and Chalukya takes home the renown. I'll pay better with steady joints. Suit yourself. Oh, these guys. Disgusting, I say. This is what you got me? Magnificent regalia? An elegant regalia set of masterful craftsmanship. It consists of silver set with pieces of spinel, Fine wool ropes has been embroidered with silk, and large spindle cabochon necklace. It's magnificent, I guess, even though I'm not too enthusiastic about it. This goes against me being just. I do not wish to offend him. That's a waste. Might as well switch the intent, just have a little fun. See too if you can. Well, no, you have to seduce somebody I know. Unless I'm lucky to see a woman who's bi or homosexual. Give me a moment. I cannot seduce a man. It don't work like that. Everybody's got a very high opinion of me, obviously. Because of my renown. My thing. Prestige, yes. Never mind then. Oh my. Kanama's a safe bet. One second. Gary, I don't know why you're champion. I would rather have her. Sanarat. Now I got knocked out. Yeah, crud. Not good at gambling, am I? The Pirate King wins. Sanarat the second. Go, Spring Blossom, go faster, she says. Could learn a thing or two from this. The day that I get back to hunting. The gloom in the tower is offset by the crackling of the fire and the ongoing revelry of the carousers. I slept past two particularly rowdy drunks at a nearby table, empty apart from one figure. Fine night, is it not? Portel gestures the ragged crowd. I nod politely. Ready to finish my head before. Returning my head to its position as Portel brisk a set of dice and cups on table. Care for a simple game? A fool could play it. We both roll under the cups, and you guess whether your roll is higher or lower than mine. Sounds like the gambler's gonna rise. Best 2 out of 3. Pass those dice here. Bit to gambling. The dice rattle and bounce inside the cups for a week. Both slammed them on the table. I reached the side of the cup closest to me, carefully covering the contents. 7. I scanned Bartel closely, looking for tells. Those hands quivered slightly and opened my mouth triumphantly. Her eyes had some of a twinkle on them. Was the tremor a tell? Were the eyes made it this useful? My roll is higher. Reveal our dice takes this for both of us to register, and I had 1. Ah, well guessed. The first round is yours. She cracked her lips smile, but doesn't quite reach her eyes. Next round. Dice rattle cups once more. I raise my starter cup close to me. The small inches of the dice revealed a number. 4. I rest the cup back on the table and look up. Portel's eyes darts around the room, looking for anywhere but at mine. Hard quakes. Someone raised the cup. Just can't be sure what it's for now. Let me see. Mine's number 4, and the way she's looking at it. Higher, I think. We reveal our dice simultaneously. In preparing the third round will be required. We grab our cups and our dice in one round. Winner takes all round. I raise my cider cup close to me, and small chinks on the dice reveal the number 17. I rest the cup back at the table. Girl tries staring at me, but her gaze nervous, quivering up to her son. What could it be? I believe in my dice. Higher. The cups come for the final time, and a small crowds gather around us, telling you see that? I lost. Portal grows delightedly as she grabs the purses we both wagered. Better luck next time, she cackles gleefully, scuttling away from my full of money. I lay back in my chair, deflated. Drat, you got me. Man, there should be more gambling events in this game. Just little random events where you decide, or courtiers decide to gamble each other for money and all that. I mean, not just you, but all your courtiers that live in your women and all that. The yard around the temple is deserted as close to sunset. You rustle around late, see the silhouette of a small animal running through the tombstones. The carving's almost gone, and some of them clearly visible in others. I take a step towards them, and when my time comes, I'll make sure I have a better resting place than this. Wonder if I could find one of my ancestors. There's no one you know here. Obviously, that's in Tamil country. None of our Vijayabahu lives there, except my cousin who rules the throne. 1 second. I'll place a bet. What can I get on my vessel, Vepali? He knows how to use a bow. Mahinda is clearly winning. Apa Mahinda. Vepali won. Alright, I won the wager this time. Big money. For Vijayabahu. Now I gotta compete in the board game and recital now. As I prepare my upcoming match, I spot them with a sorry hailing by waving around a handkerchief. Omri's favorite. Before I could respond, Hari Hara, holding a handkerchief out for him to take his favorite instead. Little does he know, men do little to turn my head. Don't romance me. I'm not into men. Good. Every tax increase is good. Well, this will help me in the upcoming contest. As I recall a previous tournament victory long ago. I'll show you how all it's done. My training is successful. It's all about wit. Because look at here. My wit is going to be near the max for this. So get up. This would definitely help. And I'm ready to place a bet. How's your wit? None. Well, I'll bet on myself. And let's play fair, okay? Soft click of moving pieces to surface calm. We're deep at the endgame now, and the game hangs in a balance. I'll ponder what has already happened. When the pieces move quietly, urgently, neither of us have long to force our win. I'm winning by some margin, provided I could press this advantage hard. Victory is surely on the horizon. Oh, this is the man I once feared. Not for his... So, you seem unsure yourself. 79% chance of my score increase moderately. 8-0, 12% decrease. I won this round. I can't help but allow my visage to crack a moment and smile as my opponent falls perfectly into the trap I had laid. A few moves later, I pressed the opening into an advantage. It's so clear there is no coming back from Kanama. He fell right into my trap, not noticing my carefully planned finale. With a nonchalant gesture, my last little clicks on the board, the judges call an end. I've won. Victory. Okay, I'm against Sanorat. Now this man, he doesn't have much wit, but I do. I can do this. I can hope that... My tail flips an almighty thwack, setting the Pachesi piece flying. Sanorat's moved to turn several moves ago, as he realized several mistakes had all but decided the game in my favor. Yes, yes, you win, Mahesi Lidavati, he whines. Happy. Come, let's go back a few moves. Play fair. The soft click of the movie visits the surface calm. We're deep in the end game now, and the game hangs in the balance. Ponder what has already happened, such as when my opponent overturned the table tired of an almighty crash. Seem awfully sure of yourself? I won this one too. There you go. And Tokoji is the man that I'm gonna have to deal with. Now this is the one I'm worried about. He's got a bit of wit, but he's got very high learning. He may use his smarts to his advantage, but he bit off more than he could chew. I could do this. The game of Pachesi seems to be going perfectly. I'm thinking 3, 4, maybe even 5 moves ahead of my opponent, when suddenly Tokoji makes a move that causes my intricate strategy to melt away like a snowdrop in a candle's flame. I'm completely out of options. If I don't lose something rash, I will surely lose the match. No, be fair. I won't cheat. I'll give him credit if he beats me. See if I can do this. And I win. Alright. My opponent ignores the trap I laid, but likewise I notice an evade one laid. For me, a few tense moves prove fruitless for both of us. The game is at something of a stalemate as we move towards the end. It's soon clear there's no coming back for Tokoji. He fell right into my trap, now noticing my carefully planned finale. With a nonchalant gesture, my last move clicks on the board, and the judge called it in. I have won. Alright. actually won. Some money. Grandmaster again. For the renown. And now I've got to compete for the recital. This poetry competition that I'm particularly well known for. No, village. You haven't gone there yet. A visit to Sri Lankan was exactly what I needed to relax before the contest. As I promenade through the streets, I see local children emulating a battle, using their sticks as weapons, and yelling some for the honor of my house and the other. I stopped to admire one of the most prominent buildings, proudly standing in the middle of the square. As I inspect a bit closer, however, I quickly noticed some ancient inscriptions. Ah, I studied this ancient language before. It's Tamil, you know? Ancient Tamil. Prove your keenness of both eye and mind. So I will gain a bit of trade experience on bow and wit. Every little bit helps. Although I come to the realization, why are we having this very expensive tournament? Maybe my cousin is doing the same thing like I did. Well, actually no, because the house head does it first. I'll place a bet. Well, however, I'm not particularly confident in my victory. But as for you, got an aggravated wound. I'm sorry. Senrad, if you somehow win this thing, I'm betting my money on you. If not, then okay, then I win. Krakoom! A sudden flash of lightning precedes a thunder's roar. As I make my way to the raised ice, it's clear that the previously pleasant weather is giving way to decided murky conditions. No sooner I take my first step up than the rain begins to fall. The crowd stands unexpectedly, somewhat reluctantly, getting more solid by the minute. I open my mouth and another sonorous boom rolls across the whole gathering. I look up to the sky. Well, this should be quite a challenge. And I love the challenge. 99% chance that the weather lanes pathos to my words, as my score increases slightly, and increasing my wit even more. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round as I reminisce about the happening so far. Like when the skies opened and drenched competitor and audience alike. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps of the dice. It's time for the final verse. Appeal to a higher power. 80% chance to increase moderate, 7 nothing, 11 decrease. See if I get lucky or not. I finished my final verse. The crowd had waited for the ending. The cheers drown out my words, flowers landing around me in stages I'm making my way off. I'm winning. Victory is so close, there are few precious few competitors left to go. Even less time, it all comes down to this. One last verse. The trumpets sound, the crowd of clamorous competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over. At someone's moment of stun is being readied. Harold steps forward, voice mirror crossing. After many trials and tribulations, and above all else, the truly spirited competition, we are our final three. In third place, the Gatsi Passarovapalli. Coming to close second, Maha Mandalesvara Tugoji. And that, of course, leaves us with our victor, Maheshi Lilavati. I knew I could win. I've proven my wordness beyond doubt. Yeah, I lost the wager, but I won the money. And there is more renowned for Dynasty Vijayabahu. I've actually won that one. Happy with that. Now it's fabled is the level of splendor. So that's the results. Passarovapalli had the finest aim of any in the archery. My mastery of verse saw me the worthy winner in the recital. Radlatus Sanorat was a doubtful opponent as they take first place in the wrestling. And Tagoji's superiority with the blade had to take them home at once in the duel. Rising duel. My sharp mind thought all the adversaries to win the board game. This was a great occasion. Wit is at the max. I definitely increased the blow. And he gets a prize necklace for the Sanorat. And Tagoji gets a prize spear, which looks like to me it could have been better. But 500 renowned for Dynasty Vijayabahu, all because of the man who held it in the first place, my cousin. Great occasion. Do you see what I see? Pas Ladu Vipali of Rohana is the heir. In case if I die and the line of Sanya ends, and this man belongs to a long line that came from Vijayabahu the Great. So the succession is secure, but one day I would like to have children of my own, and yesterday my father just died of cancer. I didn't know he had cancer. Well, at least he lived long enough. I mean, I don't think he was in that tournament, but at least he lived long enough to know that I won a few more contests. So, let's just go home and end the episode. What is this contraption? It is nightfall, and Kasama Uyoda is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal field south of Matotam. Appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace, using a large, flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I found as I watched him performing his labor, and inquires to what exactly is he up to. He winces, and he starts a long rant of how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind false Buddhist teachings. Take a step back in surprise. Alright then. There was a tiny bit of stress I had, so I could get rid of it. Thanks, Siddhartha. I could go inside again. Just turned 32. 32 years old, and happy birthday! Give me the biggest one you got. My own spear, which I won't need, but It's good that you think of it like that because I got a much better spear for this purpose alone. Yes, I'll support the Sangha, but I'll do that, oh, just before, you know, the episode ends or so. So that we can get an idea of where we're at this point. Maximum wit. And now I got bow up, so small health boost. If only we can get it up a bit further, but I need to hunt more often. Even if I don't get animals, but at least increase the benefit. And the bow skill. Stop right there. Support the Sangha. As per usual, because of lifestyle experience. 828 is where we're at right now. As we will stop this episode here at 8:30. It seems not much progress was made for the Mahavira Monastery, unfortunately, which is either due to the years past where there's very little to no increase, and the others due to, well, pillaging their own damned monastic lands. Especially those who are in debt. They have a tendency to do that, which you're hindering the progress of this. You had a good meal and you're a good wrestler. So we just need you to continue support of the Mahavira Sangha. Glad to have you around. And knowing he's going to be around for long, so I hope he continues his support for the Sangha. And same for this young man here. Gave land grants, that's one thing. Support the Sangha, damn you. What's stopping you? Wait, what's your income? Very little. Oh, I've been very harsh on you. Let me take that down for you. Let me take that down for you. I'm just looking real quick. Just to help you make a little bit more money. I'm going to be generous with that. Oh, great, another young person. Just hope that future generations will be the supporter of this monastery, as we'll end the episode here. As again, we're just inching closer and closer and closer. We're just clawing our way up to get prominence back up to, 900. We need 70 more. 70 more, and we got it. Okay, that's all we need. But in a few years' time, a couple of years' time, oh yeah, we're definitely going to get a boost here with this, and then eventually this. We're definitely going to get a big boost of this, and this will get us even closer to here. And also in the meantime, in that next episode, I need to go find a spouse to marry and have children of my own. Because at least, yeah, I definitely gotta have children of my own, despite my homosexuality, but still, it would be vital. So, we hope you people have enjoyed this much more about travel episode, while her temptation focus will continue until she becomes a seductress, and then switch over to learning and then be a scholar as well. See you in the next episode, but until then, so long for now.